So warm good evening to everyone watching this video. So in this video we are going to know about my computer project, that is internal computer hardware and computer ports. So first of all I would like to give you all a brief description about what is internal computer hardware. What are internal? So first of all you can see this. Here you can get a few, in this pic you can get few images. That is a hard disk, memory, power supply, CPU, DVD, hard drive, motherboard, and video card. And there are many more also. Now you would see another so now here in this page, internal component of a computer system consists of the hardware required to store data and process data and communicate with external devices attached to motherboard. So here the all are the internal components are these all which are attached to motherboard. They are used to store data or process the data so that we can get it from output device or external devices. Now here you can see there are ports here for adding. Here there is PCI slot, etc. PCI is a hardware bus used for adding internal component to a desktop. So PCI slot is just like a connector, or you can tell just like a holder. It is used to insert, either we can insert a PCI card in which we would get a port to add another devices through USB, or we can add the cards through this. All the devices needed to add most of the devices in added in the computer motherboard is added through PCI slot. There are 4 to 6 PCI slots in every computer by default. Now here you can see video card. Video card is a card which is used to process data related to graphics, and nowadays it is very basic use of video card because most of the programs are video oriented, and it speeds up both 2D and 3D graphics. Here it is the diagram of a video card. Now sound card. So just like video card, card is internal expansion card which is also inserted in the motherboard, and it is used to give the computer audio signals. Either they can be analog or they can be digital signals. It can convert the analog into digital and digital into analog for our according to our comfortability. Now next you can see here CPU. So here you can see a CPU, central processing unit. CPU, a central processing unit, also called a central processor. The CPU performs basic arithmetic controlling and input-output operations, and specified by the instruction in the program. So CPU is used to convert. CPU is the most important part of a computer and is also known as brain of the computer. So it is divided into three parts. It is divided into three parts: ALU, control unit, and memory unit. For calculations and all, it uses ALU, arithmetic logical unit. For controlling the computer system, it uses control unit, and for storing the data it uses memory unit. Disk drive. Disk storage is a general category of storage mechanism where data is recorded by various electronic and magnetic optional or mechanical changes to surface of layer on one or more rotating disk. So disk drive is the most important storage device of a computer. It stores all the data of past and present in it. It is connected to the motherboard. Only a disk drive is a device importing such, so this it can store any type of data: electronic, magnetic, optical, or mechanical. Now here you can see now we are going to know about computer ports. So computer port is a connector at the side of computer used to connect exterior devices like keyboard, printer, mouse, modem, scanner, etc. So all the output devices, all input also, all the external devices are connected through the ports. All the devices which contains USB are connected to the computer through ports. And there are two types of ports: serial ports and parallel ports. Here I would show you the diagram. Wait. Here you can see these many ports are there. So one by one we would know about these ports. Now here you can see serial port. A serial port is an interface through which a peripheral can be connected using serial protocol, which involves the transmission of data one bit at a time over a single communication line. The most common type of serial port is D-sub or D-sub connector. So a serial port is a connector or peripheral which is used to connect other devices, but as it uses only single communication line. And the most common example of serial port is D sub miniature or D sub connector. Nowadays serial ports position is taken by parallel port. So now let's know what is parallel port. Parallel port on the other hand is an interface through which the communication between a computer and its peripheral device is in parallel manner. That is, data is transferred in or out in parallel using more than one communication line or wire. So parallel port uses one or more wire for connecting, whereas whereas the whereas the single port uses single end. So nowadays parallel port is used mostly. Audio ports. These ports are used to connect speakers or any other audio output devices, or the audio signals can be either analog or digital depending on the port and its corresponding connector difference. Okay, now let's see component video port. So component video port is an interface where the video signals are digital into more than two channels, and quality of video signal is better than composite video. Like composite video, component transmits only video signals, and two separate connectors must be used for stereo audio. So you all have saw my video till here. So for thank you, and now I would like to last with last presentation of thank you.